Okay, guys, so welcome once again to our speaking encounters. So I welcome you all, guys. And I'm so sorry for arriving a little bit late, but I had some difficulties with my computer and with connectivity as well. However, it seems that everything was fixed now. So we are going to start our session. As you might recall, last session, last Wednesday, we talked about, in terms of grammar, we talked about present perfect versus simple past. And we said that we use simple past to talk about activities, talk about, yes, activities that already happened, and you mentioned the specific time. But you use present perfect talk about experiences, things that happen in the life, but you don't mention the specific time. That is like the main difference between these two grammar tenses. Regarding this, I want to invite you guys to talk about different experiences. Last class, we talked about different experiences we had in our life, but today it's going to be a little bit different, okay? So to start, I would like to ask you, what do you usually do on vacations? I want to listen to you guys talking about last vacations. Could be last year or 2 years ago. Okay, so it's the same question for everybody. What do you do? What do you usually do on vacations? So what about you, Catalina?
Okay, and my last vacation, I have they usually I make different activities for my family and for me. For example, go to river or sea, and and we we make different foods for this. And teacher, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yep. So in the
Yes.
last vacation with my family, maybe last year, I went to Bogota City and I like it so much. Go to commercial center or mall and watch the movies in the cinema. So this is the most usually activities when I go to Bogota for the vacation.
Okay, Camila, thank you Catalina, sorry. Thank you so much for sharing that information. I always call you Camila. I don't know what happened with you.
Don't worry.
Sorry about it. Anyways, I write down your name here just to avoid that mistake. So you came to Bogota. That's really nice. Bogota is a beautiful city. I'm not from Bogota neither, so yes, it seems that is a really good place to sightseeing. Are you familiar with the concept of sightseeing?
Excuse me, teacher, can you repeat me, please?
Sure. Are you familiar with the concept of sightseeing?
Yes, I have three siblings in Bogota City, and I went Bogota and the house.
Yeah, very cool. So I was mentioning this concept. I'm typing it through the chat. It's sightseeing. Sightseeing, in general terms, is a concept that describes every single thing a person does when he or she goes to a specific place. For example, as you said, when you came to Bogota, you visited malls and everything. In general, those things are called sightseeing. So Bogota is a very beautiful place for sightseeing. It's really interesting. You can take pictures, you can go to malls, you can go to cultural events and different things.
Museums.
So
Okay. It's a general expression
yes,
for
it's a
the
it's a
place.
yep.
Okay.
Yes. So thank you so much, Catalina. Let's listen to Lauren. Lauren, what do you usually do on vacation?
My last vacation, I went to visit my sister who lives in Barranca. I went to visit my godmother. I went to visit my grandparents in the village where they live, and we had a great time.
Okay, Barranca. Really not Barranca. Can you describe Barranca?
Can you
But,
repeat?
but sure. Can you describe that place, Barranca? Is it Barranca Bermeja?
Yes.
Okay, can you describe it?
This is a place beautiful. This is a place, um, ¿cómo se dice? Caluroso.
Hot place.
This is a place hot. This is hot place.
Uh-huh.
And this is a place big.
Okay. Thank you so much for describing that place. I don't really know Barranca Bermeja. So now I have a new idea about that place. Thank you for sharing that information, Lauren. Let's listen to Marta. Marta, what did you do your last vacations?
Yes, teacher, in my last vacation, on my last vacation, I visited my daughter-in-law family in the Philippines, where different place. We were at the beach all day. I bought food for 10 people because we were hungry. The place is beautiful. Is country is very nice. It's same farm. Uh, was had too much tree lakes. After 5 days, went to Puerto Princesa, the other place nice. In this place, I went to the El Nido. Nido is the people know El Nido, but for the movies. Nido is beautiful. The sea, the sun in the sea is white, soft. Uh, I found too much crabs in, in the beach. No more teacher.
Okay, Marta, thank you so much. Yep.
Tell me.
I'm wondering about the place El Nido. What kind of place is that one? Is it a town? It's a city or?
El Nido, Puerto Princesa is island. And El Nido is a place in the Puerto Princesa. For example,
Mm,
you travel Bogotá to Facatativá,
mhm.
but when you the place is saying a farm, with, the farm, nice, very nice.
Okay, so it is like a town or a small town or village, a little bit far from the island. Well, that is exactly what that's what I consider about this place. Thank you, Marta. It seems to be
Is El Nido is a town
okay.
or is before or is
Okay, thank you, Marta, for sharing that information. Let's listen to Judy. Judy, what do you usually do on vacation?
Hello. Well, it depends because most of the time we go to different places. So, what I normally do, or what I normally do is share time with the family.
Hmm.
So, I could say that our last vacation was in Cachipai. It
Hmm.
is a small town, and what I normally do is I don't know, talk with the family. In Cachipai, there is a great grandmother.
Hmm.
So he all the time shares information about or shares her backgrounds about her life. So it is interesting to hear how was her life in the past. I learn about how was the life and the history about the places and how was the people in that moment in the past. So it is an interesting thing to do. It is in Cachipai, so over there they don't have TV and wireless or any connection. So most of the time we just walk around, and Cachipai is a warm place, so we can hear a lot of birds, and it is something that I like to do. Just go to the mountain and just close your eyes and listen different many sounds. Um, what other thing? Yes, just talk with them and walk. I like to walk out a lot over there because the weather is really delicious, and we can go to eat an ice cream. Mm, yes, and just talk to each other.
Okay, pretty good. Thank you so much, Judy. It was really nice. That's a really beautiful place. I remember that my grandma used to live there in Cachipai, and yes, it's a warm, beautiful town. It's like old-fashioned place. But anyways, it's really, really cool. Well, as you said, there's no television. Internet in some places cannot be. It's not really useful because you don't have signal and everything. So sometimes it's kind of hard. But yeah, it's a really nice place, Yuri. Very good. Like it. I really like
Okay.
it. And Juan Pablo, what about you? What do you usually do on vacations?
No teacher, I just be happy with family. And one time we go to the aguas termales.
Sorry, Juan, can you please speak louder? It's difficult for me to hear you.
Yes, teacher. Enjoy the peace there because because there's not a noises like in my neighborhood. No, because some neighborhoods that there are some noisy, some neighbors music very loud. But in that place you can not only the not cause only the beats, and all of that you can yes you can put your body yes in the water which is really hot. Yes, at the beginning it's really relaxing, but when you are for a long time in this hot water, are you start to getting drowned. Yeah, getting drowned. Yes, no, that's one of the few things we did on vacations. The travel to Panama that we tell you in the previous class. Yes,
Mhm.
was yes, that's it.
Okay, Juan Pablo, thank you for that information. Sorry, it was difficult for me to hear you at the beginning, but what place were you speaking about where you had those hot water and everything?
Y en las aguas termales.
Yes, but where? I mean, aguas termales, but in which place?
And that yes, the aguas termales was located in Santa Rosa de Cabal.
Okay, okay, okay. That's a really beautiful place, and food is delicious there, no?
Oh, yes, you know, the economical food which you call hamburger and bandeja paisa, you know, the typical
Uh-huh.
things from Colombia.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a really nice place. Okay, guys, thank you so much for sharing your the different pieces of information about your vacations. And as you could have noticed, sometimes this is like a small parenthesis. Sometimes advanced speakers, as you guys, we have a small situation when we speak, and it is the fact that we tend to use grammar structures that we feel more comfortable with. For example, simple present, simple past, future with will, sometimes going to. Those are like the most common grammar structures we tend to use when we speak. That is basically because we are really familiar with these grammar structures and we feel comfortable with them. However, in simple questions, as the one I asked you, what do you usually do for vacations? We might get into another kind of grammar structures. And that is the intention for today's session. Although we have basic questions, we are going to foster the usage of complex grammar structures. Today, you mentioned different things about your vacations because once again, on vacations, we have different experiences, as you mentioned. So for now, I want guys you to consider about the best place you have visited in Colombia. Okay, so give it a thought. Which is the best place you have been here in Colombia? And you're going to make like a small description about that place. But don't forget to use present perfect to describe the place, simple past to mention different things you did in that specific place, and then you can move on to any other grammar structure to describe the place. For example, you can say, I have been to Cartagena several times. I remember that I went to Cartagena 5 years ago. I just went to the beaches several times. I ate different food, different types of fish, and I danced a lot. Cartagena is a beautiful place. It's hot weather place. It has some cultural centers and everything. In that example, as you could have noticed, at the beginning, I used present perfect to describe the experience. Then I used simple past to mention the different things I did in that specific place. And then I switched up for simple present verb to be just to describe the place. Is the activity clear, guys?
Tutor, can you write the information?
Okay, I'm going to be typing just like the general idea. So first, you're going to mention the experience by using present perfect. Okay. Secondly, you are going to describe activities by using simple past. At the end, you will describe the place by using any other grammar. I'm going to be writing another grammar. So you can choose a simple present, present continuous. I don't know the kind of grammar you consider that is accurate for that specific part of your speech. Okay, so don't forget we have three different stages. First, the experience. Second, different activities you did, and finally, you have to describe the place using any other type of grammar. For this activity, guys, I'm going to give you between 3 to 4 minutes, no, 3 minutes. I think that those are enough for you to think, organize your ideas, and then you will have the presentation, okay? The presentation should last between one, and you have to be really careful with the time today because I'm going to be really attentive to the amount of time you spend when you speak, okay? It must be between 1 minute and a half to 2 minutes and a half, okay? 1:30 to 2:30 minutes, okay? So that's why I'm giving you like 3 minutes for you to prepare, for you to train yourselves, try to look for vocabulary, use as many words as possible for you to describe the best place you have visited in Colombia. Okay, guys. So as soon as you are ready, just let me know. You can type it in the chat, or you can just open the microphone and let me know that you are ready for the speaking. Okay, guys, time's over. I'm afraid I gave you more than 3 minutes. Well, but anyways, we are going to be starting. So, in this point of the activity, we are going to start. We are going to follow exactly the same order we did in the last activity. So, Catalina, you are first. Then we go with Marta. Number three is going to be Lauren. Then we go with Yuri, and we end up with Juan Pablo. Okay? So I repeat, Catalina, number one. Number two, Marta. Number three, Lauren. Number four, Yuri. Number five, Juan Pablo. Okay? Just keep in mind that I'm going to be taking notes about the time you spend in this presentation. Remember, it must be between 1 minute 30 1 minute and 30 seconds and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay? So let's start with you, Catalina. Are you ready, Catalina, for speaking?
Yes, teacher. Okay, I have a good experience. I have 18. Sorry, I have eaten Asian food in the last month, and I went to the restaurant. I was ordered black spaghetti. This is a Korean food for the single people, and it's so delicious. The restaurant is a beautiful place. The chairs and the table is a mix, beautiful, and the people is amazing because the attention in this place is very good and is a different menus for the all people. For example, other others in blocks is a sushi and dumplings. These are different food of the ASEAN, for example, Chinese and Japanese food, and this is amazing. This is a half experience for me.
Okay, dear Lauren, Catalina, very good. I'm just curious about, well, in the one hand, let me give you a general feedback. You use present perfect at the beginning. What happened to you, that is something that is normal. And it is the fact that sometimes we make mistakes with pronunciation of words, but you did something that is very good. That is self-correction. Self-correction strategies are always welcomed in a speaking session or in a speaking encounter, because the intention is not to be perfect, but the intention is to be aware of the pronunciation of words, as it happened to you with the word eaten. So very good.
Yeah.
That self-correction. You use simple
Okay.
past, and then you describe the place. Congratulations, you fulfill the objective.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. I'm just curious about something, Catalina. You said that spaghetti is for single person? I mean,
Yes, it's
what do
a
you mean by
Korean
that?
and it's the specific day in Korean. The people singing or single people, I go to the different restaurant and this order this spaghetti and it's a festival for the single. It's a amazing meet the Korean culture.
Okay, now I get it. So, and the intention is to find a couple or something like that. I mean, because if you're single, you just realize that everybody who is in the same place are single.
Yes,
So,
it's more for the friends. No couples. It's the
okay,
day for the friends.
okay, very good. Thank you so much, Catalina, for that information. That's something really cool. And let's go with Martha. Martha, are you ready?
Yes. I had been in Santa Marta for
Mhm.
12 days and it's very beautiful. The food on the coast is tasty. I wanted to know which uh, which beach, but white beach is Playa Blanca, but we got lost climbing the the hill because we didn't want to go for what what didn't not what didn't want to go by boat. I don't like boats. When we reached the top of the hill, we we saw the beautiful landscape of the beach. We only need 10 minutes walking, but I lost the man who who helps us had already led the other way. Uh, we met some friends to go to that place, but the day had already led in a goat, but then we passed them because we were in a small car and the police had closed the road for large cars or big cars. We arrived first this day. And the food that I liked the most was the ceviche, sold in the center of Santa Marta, and is very popular this place and tasty. Ceviche is my favorite food. This is my contribution.
Okay, Martha, thank you so much for that. Very good. You did a really great job. Once again, I'm going to give you a small general feedback about the presentation as such. So first off, you use present perfect accurately. You switched to simple past, but Martha, once again, just keep being aware about the pronunciation of verbs in past. For example, when you say I need it, you don't say I need because I need is in present and you're talking about a situation that happened in the past. So emphasizing the ending of the verb is something relevant when you speak, especially when you are mentioning activities that already happened. So you have to pay attention to words like needed, um, and when any some others that I at this point I just don't remember. But just be aware of those words. And you use any other grammar to describe the place. It was really cool. So congratulations for that. I'm just a little bit curious. So you got lost when you were in Santa Marta. Am I right?
Sorry, I lost what?
So you were lost when you were in Santa Marta, right?
Yes, teacher. Yes, yes.
Oh. And what happened? I couldn't understand that part very well. So what happened? You were walking and then you went to a different road
Yes,
or different path?
yes. I go up, but I get other way, other way, and go other beach. The man is was in this place,
Mhm.
and told me, no, you need go up. Maybe 5 minutes. You found the place. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So you have to be really careful because, like getting lost in a city in which you don't really, I mean, you might not be familiar with, that might be a big problem. But well,
Yes,
thank you for
but
clarifying that.
it's near. No, it's far. You don't need pay the boat for travel to Playa Blanca.
Okay.
It's, it's,
Okay.
it's near. Okay.
Well, that's a positive aspect. So thank you so much for that, Martha. We are going to listen to Lauren, but guys, small part.
I have batted in the river with my cousins. I have been to Barranca twice. I have been to Chucurí once a year. Enjoyed, enjoyed with my family. Celebrate. Went out to eat with my sister. We went the shopping and we went to pick up my sister at work. Chuguri is a small town. It's on the of the river. It's a place where you can spend time with my no with time with the family and enjoy it. Actually, I like to go a lot to spend New Year there because I spend time with my family and go for a walk. Besides this, I can swim in the river with my cousins.
Great job, Lauren. Very good. So, in regards grammar, you were accurate with the grammar tenses I asked. So, very good. And just sometimes you still have to pay attention to pronunciation of words, verbs in past, in general words. For example, the word rio. Remember that you don't say river, but river. Okay.
Okay.
But in general terms, thank you so much. So you always share time with your family. That is really nice, and that's something really cool. Great job, Lauren.
Thank you.
Sure, let's listen this time to Judy. Judy, you're going to be next.
Well, the most amazing place I've been in Colombia is the Amazonas. This place is close to, sorry, this place is located at south of the country. In there, you can go to relax, enjoy the nature and other seasides. The weather over there is damp. However, there is a lot of things to do over there. For example, when I went over there, I I went. Sorry, when I went. Let me organize my details. When I went to Amazonas, we visited a lot of things, but one of the most important or not important, but one of the most amazing for me was the Amazonas River. This place is really nice and learn a lot of things about the history of that place and the culture, the people is really nice. So I went through along the river in a boat and visited so many places like Tabatinga, which is a place located in the border with with Colombia. It is Tabatinga is a place located in Brazil, but it is the border with Colombia. And over there in Tabatinga, it is really nice to go because there is a lot of native people who has some wild animals like sloth. Sloth is we called it oso perezoso, and it is really nice to see it because it's really slow. O sea, so the animals move extremely slowly, and they had other animals like tigers and some animals and some fruits that are just that we can just find over there. Um, I remember that I ate some fruit. I It could be grapes, but I'm not sure because they are really big. It is like grapes, but I don't know the name. But we can just find it over there. And as I said before, the weather is really damp. So while we was going along the river, it started to rain, and we had to stop um, at the side of the river because the river starts to increase, and the river has a lot of garbage, like big ay, se me olvidó el nombre de palos. Big
Palo? Stick?
sticks, yes, big sticks, and it was really dangerous for us. So we had to stop at the border of the river. And over there, so I also saw how the pineapple starts to grow. So it was something that I didn't know. So it was so nice. When the airplane stopped, or I don't know how to say aterrizar.
Oh my
Land?
gosh,
Maybe it's land.
yes, land. Yes.
When
That's
the
the
when the when the airplane land, so it was you felt something amazing when you breathe. You feel that you have a really deep breath, and you feel that you have a lot of air on your pulmones.
lungs.
Yes, plums. And I consider that it has been the most interesting place to in which I've been. The Amazonas and the people over there is really nice. So you need to go with a lot of water because you start to sweat a lot, a lot, a lot. Maybe because the weather and it all the time is wet and um, maybe hot. No, it's wet most of the
Uh-huh.
time. Yes, that was the place.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Yuri, for that information. I think that Amazonas is always a very good place to visit. And anyways, you did like a general idea, a general presentation that was really cool. And I was just trying to. Oh yes, I just took notes about one word, which is visitar en pasado. Don't forget the pronunciation of visitar en pasado. What is the pronunciation for that word, Yuri?
Visited.
Exactly, visited. So I just heard like visit. Maybe could be like a small problem, maybe with the sound or something. But the rest of the presentation was really flat and fluent. So congratulations for that. So we are going to finish this small activity with Juan Pablo. Okay, Juan Pablo, are you ready now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Juan Pablo. Don't forget to speak louder for us to hear you, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So this is an experience that we have acquired when Santa Marta. Yes. Um, it was a really great place to go vacations because there wasn't a great sea. Of course, there were lots more of things like a pool, like in a hotel. Yeah, we went to that place with my cousin and my two parents. The hotel had, had been in that hotel during just, 5 days, uh, practically. However, I would like that I could have enjoyed more of this than with my loved beings. Yes, go to that place alone. They are not are going to have a great time. Okay, and okay, yes, we stay in that place there a week, as I said. But I have to say it wasn't really bad at all. Yes, because it very delicious. It was despite the we had traveling for hours, almost a day. Yes, because the trip since since Colombia to is really long. And we had and we made this trip and not very modern car. Yes, it was it's really old. It wasn't bad at all since yes, of course the car was really nice, but compared with the good cars that we have now, it's it's really old. Okay, but thanks to the God that 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 the travel that the car help us to travel to that place safely. That's it. Teacher, that's it.
Okay, pretty good, Juan Pablo. Thank you so much for your information. Once again, yes, you did a really great job in terms of grammar. You use present perfect accurately, simple past, and then you kept talking about different things using grammar like simple present and other type of grammar. So it seems to me that guys, we achieved this goal or the goals for this specific activity, which were sorry to talk about experiences by using present perfect, but also using simple past and other kind of grammar just to describe what exactly happened in that specific moment. So guys, congratulations for this. With this small activity, we are going to jump to another activity that is connected to verbs. Okay, this is like an unscramble activity or a guessing activity. So basically, guys, you have to guess one verb that I'm going to be typing. Okay, the verb is disorganized. I'm going to type everything in capital letters just for for us to have that clear. I'm not shouting or something like that. I'm just try to be clear with the verb. Okay. So your mission, remember, is that you have to try to guess this verb. One second, I finish it. Okay, this is the first verb, guys. Can you please double check it and try to guess what that verb is? You can speak, Judy. If you want, you can just try to say the verb and we will double check if it is right or not.
Excuse me, teacher, can you repeat the activity? Because I don't understand what is a saber.
Okay, that's a verb, but you have to organize the letters to create the real verb. So what verb do you think is this one? You have to unscramble the letters or guess the type of verb. I'm going to give you guys a clue. This verb starts, that's it, very good, Yuri. That's the verb. So the verb is receive,
Receive.
okay? Exactly. So very good. That is the intention, okay? So remember, it's like unscrambling the verb or reorganizing the letters to identify the verb, okay? So the first one we have is receive. We are going to try to go with the next one, which is this one. What verb do you think is this one? Come on, Martha, Juan Paulo. What do
Teacher,
you think?
reader?
And not really.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm going to give you a clue. This verb starts with R and it ends with N. I'm curious to see what Jody is typing.
Okay, that's a hard one.
Is it?
I,
Que empiece con R y termine en N. Ay, no sé, me puche, ¿cuál será?
Martha, you were close, kinda. But remember that it ends in N. The N is at the end. No, Martha, remember the N is at the end of the verb. It's not right.
Yes, I was trying to write, but it has double D, so it is not easy to me.
Maybe it's right then.
Exactly. Although the pronunciation is not right, but yes,
Okay.
that's it. They're very good. Martha, you have it. It's written. Written. That is the pronunciation. What is written? What do you know this verb?
Montar.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Very good. Great job. Let's go with the next one. Okay, let's try with this. Something important is that all these verbs are in past participle. And just as a clue, this is a regular verb.
Teacher is silent.
Oh, yes. How do you pronounce that?
Silent.
Remember, Ede doesn't exist.
Ah, yes, silent.
It is sailed. Sailed. That's a verb. Yeah. Is that verb clear for you guys? Sailed?
Yes, teacher. It's clear.
Uh-huh. Yeah, very good. Judy, as you said, navegar. Great job. So let's try with this. This one is really simple. I know you're going to make it.
Tu corazón.
Okay, let's try with this one. This is really simple. It's an irregular verb. Very good, Judy. Very good, Lauren. Exactly. It's the verb drunk. Very good. And we are going to go with the last one.
Drink. Está en mi cuarto en un coso morado. Se lo encuentra.
Okay, guys. Well, let's go with the last one. This is another irregular verb. Okay, Judy.
Broken?
Very good. Exactly. Broken. Very good. Great job, Judy. Great job, Lauren. Congratulations. You're right. Okay, guys. So as you can have noticed, we have different verbs: received, written, sailed, drunk, and broken. What's going to be your mission now? With these verbs, you are going to invent questions in present perfect. These questions are going to be for your partners. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes for you to prepare as many questions as possible using these verbs. Okay. And you are going to interview your partners using these verbs. Is the activity clear, guys? Martha, is it clear?
No, teacher.
Ok. So, utilizando los verbos que acabamos de descifrar, vamos a inventar preguntas para entrevistar a nuestros compañeros. ¿Listo? Eso es básicamente lo que vamos a hacer. Recuerden que la gramática que vamos a utilizar es presente perfecto.
Okay.
Okay? So, I'm going to give you, and guys, please help me with the time. Try not to spend more than 2 minutes with this activity.
Pasado participio. ¿Quieres escuchar?
No quiero, es muy largo.
Es muy largo, mira, tú te lo pasas acá y ya.
No, eso no.
¿No te gusta?
No.
Pues quítatelo porque ¿qué más?
¿Quieres otro?
No, tengo
Catalina, if
otros.
you want, you can close the microphone while you prepare the questions. Okay, guys. So we are going to start asking questions. This time we are going to start with Lauren. Lauren is going to answer the questions, okay? Guys, please try not to repeat questions. So for example, if one student already used the verb received, you guys try not to repeat the same verb. You can ask another question with saved, with drank, with broken, or something like that, okay? But if you don't have any other question, well, try to use the same verb, but don't ask exactly the same question, okay? Have you received presents? Don't ask the same question. You can ask another different kind of questions, okay? So, Lauren, you are going to answer the questions, and we are going to start asking questions with Catalina. You are number one. You are going to ask the question. Then Marta, and Julie. Okay? Are you ready,
Okay,
Lauren? Yes, Lauren,
Yes.
Catalina, you start. Okay, very good.
yes.
So, Catalina, ask a question to Lauren, please.
Lauren, have you ride a horse in the last year?
Can you repeat?
Lauren, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't have the order in this question. So the first ask is, have you received any later in the last month?
Have you received it?
Yep. Have you received any letter in this month?
No.
Oh my God, so sad. But okay, thank you.
Okay, that was a really nice example of what we are going to be doing. Just two things. Be careful with pronunciation of verbs. So once again, Catalina and Lauren, the verb is not received, but received. You have to end it with like a D at the end, okay? Received. And secondly, Lauren, and for everybody, try to expand the answer. Don't say yes, don't say no. Just try to give a more detailed answer. For example, you can say, no, I haven't received any letter this month, but I have received different presents, or I have received a bar of chocolate, or sorry, a chocolate bar or something like that. Okay, so try not to give short answers, but try to expand them. Okay, Lauren?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, good. Let's go with the second question. Juan Pablo, it's your turn.
Teacher, excuse me,
Juan
But
the
in
Pablo?
my
question is, excuse me, the question is for which person. Profe, para quién es la pregunta?
Juan Pablo, these questions are for Lauren.
Ah, okay.
So,
Sorry.
yes, but don't forget to speak louder because we cannot hear you clearly.
Okay. Okay, Lauren, have you ever sailed to any island or to another place by
Juan, can you write the question?
yes, of course. Have you ever sailed to another place, island, or kind of country? By
And no, I have no silent to silent by board.
Okay, Lauren, great job. Don't forget, you don't say silent by sailed.
Say,
Hmm? Much better. Martha, can you ask the next question?
Yes, teacher. For Lauren, yes?
Yes.
Had you met a famous actor who has broken a camera? Camera? You understand or this?
can you repeat?
Okay, dear. you meet a famous actor who has broken a camera?
Have you met? No. No, I have not a famous actor broke a camera.
Okay, for you, Lauren, and for Martha, don't forget that the pronunciation of the verb encontrar en pasado participio is met. Okay, so in your case, Martha, you have to say have you met instead of saying have you met. So have you met? And for you, Lauren, don't forget to say no, I haven't, and you need the verb. I haven't met a famous actor who has broken a camera. Okay.
Okay.
Just keep that in mind. And Martha, try to use as the main verb of the question the verbs I gave you, okay? Otherwise, you are varying like the question and it's going to be a little bit harder for the answer. So try to use the same verbs I just gave you, okay, Martha?
Okay. Change the question.
Yes, you can change the main verb because in this case you are using the verb meet in past participle and that was not a verb that I gave you. Try to use the verb broken as the main verb of the question, okay? Because the main verb in that question is met, and the intention is to have the verbs I gave you, okay? So in the meantime, let's listen to Yuri. Yuri, can you ask Lauren your question?
Okay. Have you drunk coconut water?
Can you repeat? Have you drunk?
Have you drunk coconut water or water?
No. I haven't drunk.
Okay, Lauren, very good. Just this is like a small strategy, Lauren. Algunas veces cuando no entendemos o no nos quedamos con las últimas palabras que nos dicen en una conversación, y eso pasa muchas veces, por lo cual no podemos dar una respuesta completa, puedes utilizar it o they, o them,
Eat,
perdón,
eat, oh,
them al final de la oración.
okay.
Entonces, por ejemplo, cuando tú escuchas, de pronto la primera palabra no te fue muy familiar, coconut, fue muy familiar. Entonces, water, bueno, cuando escuchas water, water es singular. Entonces, tú puedes utilizar it al final. Entonces, tú puedes decir, no, I haven't drank it. Y ya con ese it hiciste referencia a lo que sea que te preguntaron, que en este caso fue agua de coco.
Okay.
¿Listo? Entonces, para que lo tengas presente, para que la respuesta no quede cortada. Entonces, cuando te sientas un poquito perdida en las palabras exactas que se dieron, utilizas it o utilizas them y ahí te liberas de la respuesta, ¿vale?
Okay, teacher.
Good. So we are going to switch. This time, Catalina, you are going to answer questions. We are going to start with Juan Pablo, then Marta, then Yuri, and Lauren, you go at the end. Cool. So Juan Pablo, can you start, please?
Okay. Have you ever ridden a bicycle in a dangerous environment?
Excuse me, can you repeat, please? I don't hear you.
Okay. Have you ever, yes, ridden on a bicycle in a dangerous environment?
Yeah, I ride in bicycle in this last month, and yeah, it's dangerous for me, but it's amazing.
Cool, guys. Just keep in mind the pronunciation of that verb is ridden. You don't say ridden, but ridden. Okay? And thank you, Juan Pablo, for the question. That was really interesting. Question number three. Sorry, the second question, Marta, please. Can you please interview Catalina? Marta, can you continue, please?
Okay, teacher. Catalina, have you received bad news last week?
Can you repeat, please?
Have you received bad news last week?
Bad news? Oh no,
Yes. Bad
in
news.
the one
Mala noticia.
I don't receive bad news. My life is so relaxing Tuesdays and the last month, yeah.
Okay, Catalina, you said I don't receive. Is that correct?
I receive, okay.
Okay, much better. Very good. I'm happy you haven't received any bad news. Great job. And next question, Yuri, can you please interview Catalina?
Okay. Have you broken your mobile phone?
Yes, I I broke my mobile phone in the last week. The protector screen is and so mini pies.
Okay.
Cool, guys. Thank you so much. Lauren, can you please ask the next question?
Have you sailed in the sea? In the sea?
Excuse me, can you repeat, please?
Have you sailed in the sea?
Um, the yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I sailed in a boat, but I think sailed is more for Google. But yeah, I sailed in the sea and a ship with my family.
Cool, great job. Just to clarify, you're right, Catalina. When you use Google, you can say surf. You can say, for example, surf on the internet, but sail as such is just for traveling by boats.
Yeah.
So you did a great job, Catalina, for the rest of you guys. So this time, Juan Pablo, you are going to answer questions, okay? But Juan Pablo, once again, please double check your microphone because sometimes it's difficult to hear you. I'm not really sure if you are speaking too far from the microphone or the tone of the voice is not loud enough. So please double check that. Juan Pablo, you are going to answer questions. Martha, you are number one. Yuri, you are next. Lauren, you are next. And then Catalina. Okay? So, Marta, can you please interview Juan Pablo?
Okay, Juan Pablo, have you ever ridden uh, 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 have you ever ridden a camel?
Uh, no, I haven't ridden a camel yet, but I would like it.
Juan Pablo, are you
Teacher.
there?
Oh, yes, teacher.
Okay, can you answer?
Yes, I answered. I have answered the question.
Oh, sorry, man. You know, like as I said before, for example, in this moment I can hear you clearly, but before I didn't listen to any answer. So can you please repeat your answer?
Oh, okay. Okay, no, I haven't ridden a camel, but I would like it to do it.
Okay,
Maybe.
Juan Pablo, thank you so much. That is the way you have to speak in terms of the volume or the tone of the voice and the microphone and everything. So just please keep doing what you are doing because now we can hear you clearly. So, Yuri, can you please interview Juan Pablo?
Okay. Have you received any gift recently?
No, I haven't because it's not my birthday yet.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for that. Lauren, you're next.
Um, have you ridden cycle?
Oh yes, I have been reading riding bicycle during 5 years since I was 13, but now um, I hadn't been I hadn't been doing it.
Great job, Juan Pablo. Thank you, Lauren. Juan Pablo, just to clarify, keep in mind that when you use the verb been, I mean, I have been, the next verb goes with ing. So in that case, that's something really hard sometimes to answer this kind of, sorry, to use this kind of grammar. With the intention that you say, I have been riding a cycle this month or something like that. Otherwise, you can just void the verb being and then you use ridden directly. Yes, I have ridden a bike. Okay, this way you avoid those mistakes with the ing after the verb being. Okay, so just keep that in mind for the answers. And let's go with the last question. Catalina, can you please go for yours?
Okay, the last question is, have you sailed in a ship or in an airplane in the last year?
Mm, oh yes, of course I have ridden an airplane when I went to Panama.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah, a little bit scared too, but it was fine.
Okay, guys, great job. So thank you, Juan Pablo, for your answers. Guys, thank you, everybody, for your questions. This time we are going to listen to Marta. So, Judy, you are going to start interviewing Marta. So we go with Judy, Lauren, Catalina, and then Juan Pablo. So, Judy, can you please ask the first question to Marta?
Okay. Have you ever ridden a horse?
And no, I don't reading.
I haven't.
I I haven't. Sorry, sorry. I haven't
I haven't.
ridden a horse.
I haven't ridden a horse. Okay, thanks.
Cool, guys. Thank you for helping her using the accurate grammar. So, very good. Number two question. Next question, Lauren.
Have you received a letter from your husband?
Sorry, Lauren, don't forget the pronunciation of the verb received.
Received.
Much better. Can you repeat the question, Lauren?
Have
Yes,
you
please. Sí.
have you received a letter from your husband?
No, I haven't.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Catalina, can you ask the next question?
Okay, Martha. Have you sailed in a boat for the sea anytime in this year? Sailed.
No, I haven't. In this year, no.
Okay, thanks for your answer.
All right, let's finish with Juan Pablo.
Okay, have you ever, I don't know, got drunk in a party?
No, I haven't drunk it. I don't drink alcohol.
Okay, guys, thank you. This time, Martha, it was really cool because you expanded the answers. Don't forget what I mentioned before. The intention is not only saying, yes, I have, no, I haven't, but trying to give more explanations, more ideas about the answers, okay? So we are going to interview this time Yuri. So Lauren, you are number one, Catalina, then Juan Pablo, and we finish with you, Martha, okay? Yuri, in your case, just keep in mind, try not expand too much in the answer. Okay, just try to give like a general expansion, but not don't think about. So, Lauren, can you please start?
Okay. Have you broken any letters you have been given?
Oh, sorry. Can you repeat again? I couldn't hear it well.
Have you broken any letters you have been given?
No, I haven't broken any letter.
Okay, cool. Thank you for the question. The question was really curious and really tricky. Great job, Lauren. Catalina, can you ask the next question?
Okay, have you received as gift or present in this week?
Sorry to interrupt the conversation. Catalina, can you please double check the verb?
Receive?
Received.
Okay, receive.
Okay, much better. Can you repeat the question, Catalina?
Have you received or received, sorry, a gift or present in this week?
No, I haven't received any gift this week.
Very good. Juan Pablo, next question, please. Juan Pablo?
Yes, teacher. I always
Okay.
forget to activate the microphone.
No problem. That
Okay,
usually happens, no problem.
okay. Here's the question. Have you ever broken something important for your parents?
Good question. um, well, I don't remember, but maybe yes. I don't know. Maybe something in the kitchen. Yes, I've broken something.
That was a really nice question. Thank you, Juan Pablo. Thank you, Julie, for the answer. So Marta, it's your turn.
Had you been drunk in a church?
Uh, no, no, I've I never drink, so I haven't drink in a church. Drunk, sorry, I haven't drunk in a church.
Okay, guys, great job. You did a really amazing job. I just hope you could practice present perfect once again because that is our main objective or main goal for the session. So you did a really great job in terms of questions and in terms of answers. Now, guys, I'm sharing the screen because I want you to do this last activity. Okay, this time you are going to be travel agents. Okay. So, Lauren, can you please help me reading the slide?
Imagine you are travel agents and you are going to promote a world visit place. Then your mission is to convince your classmate to go and this the place you suggest.
Exactly. Thank you so much. The last word is suggest. But that is exactly what you have to do. You guys are going to be travel agents and you are going to choose any worth visiting place. Worth visiting place means a place that people should visit. I mean, it's mandatory. For example, if you ask me, guys, Santa Marta is a beautiful place, but for sure you have to go to, oh my gosh, I forgot the name, Parque Tayrona. Okay, Tayrona Park. That's a worth visiting place. Es un lugar que sí o sí debe ser un destino para cualquier persona que va hacia esa zona. Okay, that is a worth visiting place. So think of a worth visiting place. Could be here in Colombia or could be out of Colombia. It must be in another country. Okay. So you guys are going to convince your classmates to go to that visit. To convince your classmates, you are going to use any expression, any word you can invent about the place. But also keep in mind you have to use present perfect and simple past to talk about the place. I'm going to give you an example. A worth visiting place is Las Vegas, or in English, Las Vegas. So I have been to Las Vegas once. I remember that I went there 5 years ago and I did a lot of things. There are a lot of cultural events, concerts, and matches you can go with your family or with your wife just to have fun. In that small example, guys, I used present perfect, simple past, and other grammar to talk about that specific place. And while you are talking, well, people can get familiar with the place, so you are trying to convince um, the rest of your classmates to go to that specific place. Okay, guys, is the activity clear?
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
I need say you have I see word and the place or what?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
So when you talk about the present perfect and past simple, you say uh, you were visiting, but I don't know say use the have in this phrase because I say I were visiting. So the correct the form correct is I have you have were visit.
I have visited.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, you say, for example, I have visited or I have been to, and then you mention the place. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Cool. So, guys, we will have, I'm going to be sharing that here. We will have, give me a second. Uh, around 3 minutes to prepare the presentation, and you guys are going to choose the best travel agent. Okay, you are going to try to pay attention to your partners. If you want, you can prepare some questions also for your classmates, and then we are going to be checking the best travel agent is. So guys, you have 3 minutes to prepare your small presentation. Okay, guys, so we are going to start with the last presentation. Just keep in mind that you have to make a general presentation. The time you spend is going to be enough for us. And the rest of you guys, if you want to ask questions to a person who is promoting a specific place, you can ask any question, okay? Just keep in mind that the intention is to use present perfect, okay? So you can ask questions, but in present perfect, okay? So for this presentation, guys, we are going to start with Juan Pablo. You are number one. Then we are going to listen to Catalina. Then we go with Marta. Then we go with Lauren. And we are going to be closing this activity with Yuri. Okay? Are you ready, guys?
Yeah.
Very good. So, Juan Pablo, we are going to listen to you guys. Don't forget to pay attention to your classmates because you are going to be choosing the best travel agent at the end of this activity. So Juan Pablo, please try to speak louder and let's do it, okay? Let's start.
Okay, okay, then a recommendation for me that you can't miss when you go to Colombia is the Parque Nacional Natural Utria, which is located in Chocó. Why am I recommending this? Okay, it's really simple and amazing. Why? Because you can see the whales, giant whales in that place. Those creatures that are the biggest creatures in the world, and the best of everything. You can see it. You can see it's very closer, and of course the weather is too good. You can go with a partner or with another member of your family, and even with your best friend, whatever you want, who wants to accompany you in this this place. Yes, but most of all, you can see those creatures very close to you. That's it. Did you understand everything, teacher, or had I to speak louder?
I think it was good enough. So from my perspective, it was clear enough. And actually, I have a question for you. Have you ever been to this park?
Teachers, sadly not, but I would like to have the opportunity one time.
Okay, pretty good. Thank you, Juan Pablo. So is there any question for Juan Pablo? Okay, Judy, no, say no, Lauren, no. Okay, cool. So if there is no question for Juan Pablo, we are going to listen to Catalina. Okay, Catalina, can you please promote any worth visiting place to visit?
Okay, I my recommendation is I were visiting Cartagena Island because I have visited this place in the last year, and this place is amazing. The sea is so good, and the blue color in the sea is wonderful. And you eat different food like fish and the different ways, and drink different liquors, maybe a pineapple is a beer, and you were visit this place for you found different good places for dancing, and you have this place of many activities for you make with your family and your co-play, or you went in this place single, but you found different activities for single people. So it's great because you meet different cultures and different people of the world, and in this place you learn other language, for example, English and French. That is the most usually in this place. And yeah, this is all.
Pretty good, Catalina. Thank you so much. Any question for Catalina, guys?
Yes,
Okay.
I've got a question. I would like to know where is it located.
Excuse me, can you repeat?
Yeah, I will talk to know where is located the place where you are talking.
Catalina?
Okay, a different place. For example, Catalina Indian Staten, and so the acquisition palace, and I like the plaza de las bóvedas is a good. So that is a different place I meet in Cartagena.
Thanks a lot.
Very good. Thank you so much, Catalina. Let's listen to Martha. Martha, what's your worth visiting place? Okay, let's listen this time to Martha. Martha, what's your worth visiting place? Martha?
Sorry, teacher, es the signal con. What is the question, please?
This is no, it's your time, Martha, to make the presentation about the worth visiting place.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Good afternoon. My name is Marta Vera, and I am the assigned travel agent. As I know, you are going to travel to Dubai, and I want to recommend several sites. Um, how you know, one of the highest sites in the world, Burj Khalifa, that has 163 floors. On the last floor, you can see the city and take pictures. Have you visited the second largest mall in the world? It it's it's the Dubai Mall, and it's the second largest mall in the world with one 1,200 stores. You will find there the aquarium that has the record Guinness of the tickets of the tickets glass in the world. Have you skate on ice? Well, I the mall you will find an ice rink when you can skate on ice. I want to invite to Dubai. Finish, teacher.
Okay, Martha, thank you so much. It seems to be a really interesting place to visit, like with a lot of stores and everything. What its name?
Dubai in the United Arab Emirates.
Yes, but what is the name of the place?
Burj Khalifa
Burj
and
Khalifa.
Abu Dhabi Mall, two place.
Okay.
It's two building, big.
Okay. Thank you so much, Martha. So if there's no question for Martha, we are going to be listening to Lauren.
Okay. The island of San Andres is a beautiful place where you can enjoy the view and swim with your loved ones. Besides this, enjoy the walks and parks that are in it. It is a very nice place to spend your desert vacation. I have seen some very beautiful lands, landscapes on this island.
Okay, Lauren, you sound like a travel agent. Very good. It was really nice.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, is there any question for Lauren? Gosh, If there is no question for Lauren, we are going to finish with Judy. Judy, can you make your presentation?
Okay. Well, I'm going to promote Amazonas again. I invite you to know this place because this is called the lungs of the world. So over there you can go and visit a lot of different places and enjoy the weather over there. So maybe you are asking why you must go over there. Maybe you are really tired of the bustling cities where you are living. So Amazonas is a place. It's a relaxing place and it's a quiet place to spend time with your family, with your friends. And if you want to have a time for you, for with yourself and go to relax, just go to relax. Amazonas is the best place to enjoy. Um, so that's it.
Okay, guys, very good. Great job, Judy. Thank you so much. So, I want to listen to you guys. Who do you think is the best travel agent? Or, well, to choose the best travel agent, you have to consider the best place. I mean, the one that you say, oh my gosh, it seems that I need to go to this place. So, what do you think? Let's vote. Let's start with you, Juan Pablo. Who's the best one for you?
Okay, teacher. For me, is the island called San Andres.
San Andres. Okay, who promoted San Andres Island? That was Judy, right? Sorry, Lauren.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So it seems that your vote, Juan Pablo, is for Lauren, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. What about you, Lauren? Who's your vote for?
Um, I like go to the Cartagena. Is a nice place and to share with my family.
Okay, so your vote is for Cartagena. Who promoted Cartagena? Well, that was Catalina, right?
Yes.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, so Lauren votes for Catalina. Okay, Catalina?
Okay, I like the animals, so I listen in Amazon have so different animals, so I think this is the best place for visiting my next vacation. And yep,
So we're checking Judy then. Okay, Judy?
Maybe. Sorry. Yes. Maybe it could be Choco. I would like to know that place.
Okay. So you voted for Juan Pablo. And we have Martha missing. Martha, who's your vote for?
I like the Amazons,
Uh-huh.
and to see. I want to see the diversity of animals, plants. I want to know the culture. I like before I saw a movie. I like I like this place. Um, I I live it near to Amazon. See, I want to know Amazons. Here is the desert. Don't see plants. Don't see animals. I see, but it's different animals.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
like
Okay.
yes.
So your vote is for Judy. So it seems that Judy, you are the winner. Congratulations, Judy.
Oh, thanks a lot. You are welcome to Amazonas.
So yes, it is that we are going to be visiting Amazon's. You promoted in a perfect way. So we are going to be visiting that place maybe. So well, guys, this is the end of today's session. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing your points of view about different places and for being so participating and for being so active during this session. So, guys, we are going to keep in touch for next encounter, which is going to take place next Wednesday. Please just keep resting. Enjoy this weekend. It's going to be a long weekend here in Colombia for Martha. We have a holiday on Monday. So, guys, try to make the best of this weekend and see you next Wednesday.
Goodbye,
Okay, teacher. Bye bye.
class.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care.
Bye bye.
Gracias. Bye bye. Thanks.